Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin. For those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that it is seeing you again. It's been a while. Okay, before I get into that, today we are going to be doing some reviewing of the Serenity palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. This is their collab with Annette's Makeup Corner. I will link her channel down below. If that is something that you are interested in, then please go ahead and keep on watching. So now I'll get into my story, because if you're going to keep watching, then you're interested in this. I'll keep it quick though, because I'm sure you just want to see the look. So I was going to do like a 3 looks in a review with this palette, and I kept doing the looks and like filming them, but it was before work. So I didn't like do like a talking through it or anything. So then I was like, well, maybe I'll do a video kind of like Teresa is Dead, where I sort of talk about it, and then just like in the upper right hand corner kind of have like the video of the look playing. And I might still do that when I get to my thoughts at the end. Anyway, I've just been sitting on this for like weeks at this point, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do a look. I've used this palette a whole bunch of times. I've posted all those looks on Instagram, so I will insert them here and here and here. But anyway, I'm gonna try and do a different look. I'm not that creative, so it might not be that different. But yeah, if you're unfamiliar with what this palette looks like, this is the inside. So it's a really fun kind of like colorful, grungy, like it's like neon and grunge, I feel like. Obviously these greens down here like really match my dress that I have going on, but I'm not gonna do it. The only shade I haven't used is the shade Fluttery, which is this hot pink. So I'm gonna find a way to do that. Yeah, anyway, so that's what we're doing today. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's get on into it. So one thing I will say about this palette is it stains pretty bad. So that's why I've avoided using this hot pink shade. The staining I've really noticed is with the purples and the blues. I had some staining with the green, but the purples and the blues were like that took multiple times washing my face to get that off. So yeah, so we're gonna do Fluttery, and I kind of don't know what I want to do. So I don't want this to get out of control, so I'm actually going to use a smaller brush, because this Fluttery shade is like really pink. So I'm going to use my Morphe M514. It's like a really skinny blending brush. I really don't know what I'm doing. We're just going to kind of make it up as we go along, I guess. That's fun sometimes. Sometimes that's when I feel like the most fun looks come out, right? So I didn't have any issues in using this palette. I haven't had any issues with shadows blending or being pigmented. I think the staining is related to them being like super pigmented, which isn't a bad thing. For me personally, like staining doesn't really bother me, except when I'm trying to do like a look the next day that's maybe like a neutral look and there's like blue on my eye. That was really the only time that it kind of bugged me, but for the most part I just kind of use my eyeshadow base and can cover it up. I do use the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base, so do with that information what you would like. I'm really just kind of mapping out my eye with this pink shade. To be honest, I really don't know what I want to do. I've said that like 6 times now, and you're like, I get it. I will say that this palette has, I just feel like an interesting color story. Like it's not, I know, what was it? I think Annette in her video said that like some people are just going to say it's like a rainbow palette, but I really don't. I mean, like you have orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then pink, but like I don't know. I don't feel like that makes it a rainbow palette. I think it's like a really colorful palette with, you know, and just because it's a colorful palette doesn't make it a rainbow palette, I guess, in my opinion, but I could be alone in that. Let me know what your thoughts are. I do think it's very similar to the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette, like color story wise, but given that they came out around the same time, I don't think that was like It's not like a dupe or anything. And I do think there's enough differences. I actually think they would pair really nicely together. So I might do that. I might do them. I try to do like a 2-palette Tuesday thing where I combine like 2 palettes and do a look with them on Tuesdays. So I'll probably add that to my list of ones I want to try together. Okay, so I think that we got a nice shape and that pink is nicely placed. You're probably wondering, like, why are we doing pink eyeshadow when you're wearing like a green dress and then green and blue earrings? And my answer is I don't know. I think I want to go in with Imago instead of a new. I was doing a new originally, but I think we're gonna go blue. Okay, so this is a Morphe M456 brush that is stained purple, which this blue and this pink should probably make purple anyway, if color theory is to be believed. Okay, not really a huge fan of how that's looking. Let's see if we can just blend that. Okay, that made like a nice like purple gradient. I don't know if I love the direction I went with this. I just had already done a green look with this palette, so I was like, let's do something different. Let's use this pink. And now I'm like, I'm gonna wipe this Morphe M514 brush off of my color switch and then just go back in with Fluttery, because I really want this to be more pink than purple on the front portion of this. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is cut my crease. So I'm gonna use the same Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. Okay, so now I'm taking my Sigma cut crease brush. This is the E62 brush, and it actually has some stuff caked on it because it needs to be washed, so don't judge me. So now this is where I'm going to pull in the green. I think I'm going to go yellow, green, blue on the lid, maybe. I think actually, you know what? I think I might just mix yellow and green together because I want like that pink-green contrast moment, which is why I cut my crease. Okay. So I'm going to spray, this is a BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. It's like their neon yellow collection. I'm spraying that with some MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm going to go into Sunbeam and Evolution. So those are the green and yellow shades. And really I'm just trying to make a lighter green so that it doesn't look odd on the front of the lid. Not that it would look odd. I mean, you can do whatever you want to, but I just prefer lighter shimmers towards the front of my lid. This looks insane. I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. I mean, these shimmers are stunning, I will say that. I had the Pastel Pup palette from Menagerie, and I liked it, but I didn't love it, so I decluttered that one. I definitely feel like I can tell the difference in like the shimmer quality on this one. And I know Annette said that they had worked on like a better shimmer formula, so I feel like I can tell. The blue kind of helped it. Once we get liner and lashes on, I feel like it'll come together. I don't know if it'll come together with this outfit, but I think it'll come together. So I think I'm going to go back in with Imago and just really pack that on. Do I like this? I don't know. As far as liner goes, do I want to use like a really dark green? I think I do. Okay, so I am going to put on liner, base makeup, literally everything except the lower lash line, and then I'll be right back. So everything but my lower lash line is done, and honestly, I really like this look now. I knew liner and lashes would help. I actually did something, I don't even know if you can really see it, but I did like a dark green and then kind of like a grungy green. I used these two melt gel liners, and I feel like that was kind of fun, but it's not like the lashes kind of cover them up. If you were curious, these are the Lunar Beauty Faux Mink lashes in the style Aries. I have cut them to like be like not as full, I think, if that makes sense. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I think I am just gonna stick to the 2 green mattes. I don't really want to bring the pink or the blues back in. So I'm gonna start with, this is a BH Cosmetics number 11 brush from the Crystal Zodiac collection, and the shade Cocoon, which is just like a deep green. And I'm just gonna put this on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take, this is a Morphe M573 brush, and we're gonna go in with the shade Luna. I'm just gonna blend out that green. Okay, and then for the inner corner, I do think I'm just gonna go in with Sunbeam, that yellow. And I'm taking, this is a ColourPop E10 brush. I will say these shimmers are chunky, so I am getting quite a bit of fallout like onto my lap. But it's not, I mean, it's okay. Like, they're not the chunkiest shimmers I've ever used, but they are a little chunky. Okay, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I am really happy with it. I feel like it's very reminiscent of the color, or not the color, the cover of the palette. But anyways, let's get into my overall thoughts on this palette. I kind of shared some of them like as we were, I don't know what the best way to do this is. Okay, as we were going, and I feel like the mattes all perform really well. Like I said earlier, they're very pigmented. With that high pigmentation, they do stain. So, you know, if you're not somebody who can get down with staining, you're probably not gonna like this. This palette is currently sold out. I believe they're restocking it, but I don't know when. Anyways, if staining doesn't bother you, but you like want mattes that like really like pop, this is the palette that has those kinds of mattes. I do think the shimmers are all really nice. Sunbeam is really crumbly. I feel like Monarch and Tranquil are a little crumbly too. The like darker shimmers aren't as crumbly, but honestly, they're not the most crumbly shimmers I've ever used. So if you're picturing like Odin's Eye is what comes to mind, where it's like super chunky and like falling everywhere, these aren't as bad as that, but they are a little bit on the crumbly side. But I think they look really, I mean, look at that like metallic like reflect. They're stunning. They're really, really nice. Overall, I have nothing but nice things to say about this palette. I actually feel like it's definitely helped me to go outside of my comfort zone and create like colorful looks that I probably wouldn't have thought to put together. Like this, I don't think I ever would have done like a green, pink, and blue look. I mean, maybe if I wanted to, but I just think this colorful palette is like really inspiring, and overall the quality's super nice, and it's a small indie brand, so who doesn't like supporting small businesses, you know? And then Annette's Makeup Corner is a really great YouTube channel. I will make sure to link it down below. She did a ton of looks with this palette, so if you were interested in the palette, or if you have the palette, I mean, if you have the palette, you're probably watching its videos, but if you are interested in getting this palette when it restocks, Annette does have a ton of looks with it. But yeah, that was everything. Let me know. So this is today's look. I'm going to insert quick pictures of the other looks I've done so far with this palette, and then let me know which one was your favorite down below. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!